Hey guys, nizere ko meze fresh. This is Gilbert nk'ibisanzwe. Uyu munsi tugiye gukora iyi website from scratch dukoresheje HTML and CSS. Okay? Nk'uko mubibona dufite iyi top nav ifite contact information, tukagira main nav ifite za navigation menu. Okay? Tukagira hero section ifite background image na text. Tukagira this button nuzi hovering out, there is some cool hover effect. Okay, hovering the clip button. So below dufite iyi section. Okay, nyuma y'iyi section nabwo tukagira iyindi section white choices with cool hover effect. Murabona ko iyi box iri hagati iri highlighted mu mutuku means iri active, so turi implementing nabyo. Okay, tugira no the best thing in training. Urabona ko dufite iyi section as well. Okay, dufite services section. Okay, hovering kuri service card, urabona ko there is some transition to the bottom. Okay, so tukagira pricing table section. Pricing table ifite 3 column standard, primary and platinum. Okay, of course now no hovering kuri button, there is some transition. Okay, tukagira contact section, image iri bumoso, form zikaba iburyo. Okay, then tukagira na footer ifite is social link na copyright. Okay, iyi website kandi ni responsive, bivuze ko ishobora gukoreshwa kuri mobile device, tablet or anything. Okay, dufite iyi hamburger menu, no yikandaho urabona ko navigation ziri gufunguka zikaba hide. Okay, so section za website za yacu zose urabona ko ziri responsive. Okay, so I hope you guys nizere ko uri excited about this project. So niba uri excited, subscribe to this channel and then let's get started. Alright guys, so reka dutangire. Nkuko mubibona dufite empty HTML file. Okay, so hano ibumoso ifite folder yitwa gym, then inside ifite folder yitwa image. Okay, iyi folder yitwa image ni contains images zose turi bukenere muri website yacu, and dufite empty index.html of course, tukagira na style.css file. Okay, so reka dutangiye by generating basic boilerplate of HTML template. Okay, dukeneye basic structure ya HTML yacu. Okay, gukora ibyo ngibyo wandika exclamation point hakaza emit abbreviation. Okay, you can use then you hit enter, you hit enter. Okay, then uhita ubona basic HTML boilerplate. Okay, or structure, HTML structure. Okay, but ushobora no gukoresha ubundi buryo udakoresheje exclamation point. Ubundi buryo no kwandika HTML then ukaza no kuri HTML5. Okay, it's give bitanga same result. Okay, so reka tuhe iyi website yacu izina ryitwa gym. Okay, and inside the body let's type h1, tuhereze izina ngo hello gym. Okay, so let's save. First dukeneye kulinkinga iyi style yacu. Right now murabona ko ikiri empty, dukeneye kuyilinkinga no kuri HTML yacu. Okay, buryo tubikora, you just ndi kwasuminga yuko uri gukoresha Visual Studio Code. Okay, ntabwo nzi neza mu zindi text editor icyo bandika, but I think it is the same. Okay, so kulinkinga style sheet wandika link then enter, urabona ko ref ni style sheet, ahangaha ref ugashyiramo location. In our case ni style.css. Okay, so ikindi kintu dukeneye muri project yacu turi bukoreshe icons za font awesome. So dukeneye font awesome script or cdn kugira ngo tubashe kugenda dukoresha font awesome icon zayo mu buryo bworoshye. Okay, so I have a script here, or cdn, you can call this whatever you want. Ni script iva muri itangwa na font awesome, iri specific kuri iyo account. Okay, ni ukuvuga ngo mfite account kuri font awesome, then iyi niyo script ngomba ku including mu gihe ngiye gukoresha icon za font awesome. Okay, kugira ubone iyi script rero uza hano kuri fontawesome.com/start, then ugashyiramo email yawe hano, then ukabona ko hano bikuvuga ngo send kit code, ugakurikiza amabwiriza ira script urayibona. Okay, so reka tusavinge turebe turebe iyi file yacu muri browser. Okay, you type right click, open with Live Server. Alright, open with Live Server. Live Server ni extension muri Visual Studio Code ifasha kugira ngo nitumakinga change muri HTML yacu cyangwa CSS ihite automatically iri loading browser, ntabwo ari ngombwa kugira twebwe turi loading browser buri kanya buri uko dukoze change muri HTML or CSS. Okay, of course iyi extension igomba ko ni external, ntabwo iri included in Visual Studio Code, bisaba kuinstalla. Kuinstalla ukoresha Visual Studio Code uzano hano hasi kuri extension tab. Okay, then hano muri search extension ukandika muri Live Server. Okay, in my case mfite muri Live Server already installed. Okay, it installed globally. Okay, mfitemo indi extension yitwa Prelia. Iyi extension ifasha kugira ngo itume code zacu structure yazo imera fresh, imera neza, nyine ituma printinga code zacu kaziformatinga fresh. Okay, niba hari ahantu hakenewe space kayihashyira, niba wibagiwe closing tag kayihashyira, stuff like that. Okay, so back to our explorer, let's click on kuri file name, then open with Live Server. Okay, so muri browser turabona kuri gufunguka, then urabona ko tukubona hello gym. Website yacu iri kuraninga kuri localhost kuri port 5500. Okay, nituza hano tuje hano tugakora change hano muri body yacu, nidusavinga, nituza hano muri browser yacu urabona ko iri guhita loading automatically. Okay, that's why we use Live Server. Okay, it's saving a lot of time. Okay, so ikintu cya mbere tugiye guhera kuri header. Okay, so dufite header, reka nyihe class yitwa header of course. Okay, so dufite top header, tukagira na dufite top nav, tukagira na main nav. Okay, so mfite markup yizo ya top nav na main nav, ngiye kuzipestinga hano ndi buzisobanure. Mbere ko nzipestinga ndagira ngo mbabwire ko muri project tugiye kubanza dukore markup ya website yacu yose, then turi buspending much time kuri CSS yacu. Okay, but markup yarangiye. Okay, so let me go ahead and paste header style ndazisobanura, header markup, then nzisobanura. Okay, alright, so nyuma yo gupestinga iyi niyo markup yacu dufite. Dufite header top, tukagira of course na main na header main. Okay, so inside header top dufite low, iyi niyo turi display ngo flex, then tukagira container, then dufite left ariyo ifite inside the node address dufite telefone yacu, contact formation, href urabona ko ari contact, ni ukuvuga ngo user yakanze hano
kuri iyi link automatically, kubera ko twa specifyinze tel tukabwira browser ko ari telefone, automatically ifungura iyo specific ihita ifungura, iti popting up dialogue ikubwira ngo jya kuri specific ikagusendinga kuri phone, okay, uko nyine kugira ubuhamagare, okay. Hano kuri email twakoresheje mail tu, ahangaha naho iyo ukanze kuri iyi link itifungura associated email app, okay. Then iburyo dufite logo ya Facebook, of course iyi ni font awesome icon, ni logo ya Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, just simple, okay. Then kuri main nav dufite of course nayo ifite low, tukagira logo iburyo, logo ibumoso, then tukagira links iburyo bwayo, okay, tukagira links iburyo. So inside this main logo dufite iyi toggle menu, iyi toggle menu iri bugaragara kuri small screen, ni hariya umuntu ari bukande nav zigafunguka cyangwa se zikaba close, zikaopeninga cyangwa zikaba close, okay. It's just simple. So let's view this, reka turebe muri browser uko iyi markup yacu imeze, okay. So now we can see that we have our correct markup. Dufite telephone, email, logo, is social links, logo, and these main links, ni hamburger menu, okay. So markup dukurikijeho ni izo kuri hero section, okay. Let me actually collapse this markup. Let me collapse this. Let me call this header, then hanga dukurikijeho hero section markup, okay. So let me go ahead and pasting a markup za hero, then I will explain. Alright, so nyuma yo gupastinga markup za hero section, izi nizo dufite, okay. Dufite title or h1, it is a group fitness review oriented. Then tukagira ni sub for subtitle, okay. Then tukagira na ziriya button, which is explore more and get in touch. Kubera ko turi bukoreshe background image, nta style nyinshi dukeneye, okay. So nituviewinga iyi markup muri browser, let's see ibyo turabona. Muri browser yacu you can see that now dufite iyi hero section just iyi, which is very simple, okay. Next tugiye gukurikizaho markup zi about, okay. So let's back here, let me collapse these, then andikeho about, okay. Ngiye gupastinga hano markup, then again ndazisobanura, okay. Alright, so nyuma yo gupastinga markup za about section, so here we go, okay. So iruhande rw'ibumoso dufite image yacu iri inside the folder yitwa images, okay. Of course ni image, ni folder yitwa images. Again, images zose turi bukoreshe muri website urazisanga muri description of this video, okay. Source file ya images also uri buzisanga in the description below, okay. So iburyo bwa about dufite light up containing the title and subtitle. Nitureba kuri finished product, right here urabona ko dufite title then subtitle, okay. Nizo zizi ngizi rero, isa fitness, iyi ni title, then iyi ikaba subtitle, okay. Then nyuma iburyo urabona ko dufite card hano ebyiri, iyi ngiyi ni hano ni button, okay. So about light bottom dufite card ya mbere, okay, light bottom left, okay. Tukagira na right, okay. Tukagira na right, then tukagira just na read more button, which actually it is very simple, okay. So muri card dufite image nk'uko mwabibonye, tukagira title ya iyo card, then simple description. Okay, so nituviewinga iyi markup muri browser yacu, let's see icyo turi bubone. Urabona ko dufite image on the right, then tukagira these markup zo kuri about section. Okay, so next section tugiye gukorera markup ni iyi ngiyi yitwa ngo why choosing as. Of course iracyari about. Okay, so reka nzano muri browser yacu. About section ifite section nyinshi, but turi buzikorera markup as different section, not inside about, but with different section. Okay, if the section yitwa why choosing as, of course it's still in about. So let's paste its markup here. Let me just type why as. So paste some markup right here. Okay, dufite container. Okay, tukagira title why choosing as, tukagira na subtitle. Okay, then tukagira ziriya card why choosing cards. Nitureba kuri finished product turabona ko hano dufite izi card eshatu. Okay, izi card eshatu rero ni izi ziri hano with this H101. Okay, ni card ya mbere. Urabona ko hano wavuze ngo why as low, niho turi displaying a flex or grid, whatever turi bukoresha. Okay, so tukagira card 1. Okay, why yes card, tukagira inside the card tukagira image, tukagira na content zayo. Okay, tukagira na box content. Then muri iyi card ya kabiri urabona ko twasizeho class yitwa active. So iyi active iri budufashe kugira ngo niba iri kurodinga browser iyi card ibe highlighted. Okay, iyi active niyo mpamvu twasizeho iyi class yitwa active. Okay, of course it's still the same, and this number right here and content and everything, it is actually the same. Okay, let's save this file. Nituviewinga iyi markup yacu muri browser, urabona ko iri kurirodinga. So nyuma ya about urabona ko why choosing as ihereye hano. Urabona ko dufite our card which is very large. Okay, urabona ko markup kabisa turayifite ubu ngubu. Then yeah, so turi bustyling ku buryo biri buse neza, exactly turi applying style ku buryo ziri buse neza ngizi. Okay, so below dufite again iyi markup iri hano, content ziri ibumoso, then image ikaba on the right. Okay, so let me go ahead, let me actually first collapse these. Let me collapse why as, then e section reka nyite benefits. Okay, benefits section, and reka pasting markup zayo hano. Okay, dufite iburyo bwacu, ibumoso dufite content, of course dufite benefits as class of the section, then tukagira low, ahangaha niho turi displaying a flex or grid, whatever we use. Okay, actually turi bukoresha flexbox. Then tukagira container yacu, then tukagira left side. Okay, ikurundinze content, then tukagira image no ku ruhande rw'iburyo. Okay, so ibumoso dufite title, tukagira na subtitle. Okay, nyuma y'izi ngizi title na subtitle dufite list. Okay, easy list, then inside the list tukagira of course na read more button. Okay, izi list ni izi ngizi ziri hano, izi ngizi uri kubona hano, izi checkmark, izi nizo list, okay. Then urabona ko markup is just simple with read more, okay. So let's save this and view this in the browser. Now urabona ko dufite markup zacu hano with the title and then a list na image, okay. This is just simple markup, okay. Markup dukurikijeho ni izi ngiyi yitwa service, okay. Service markup, okay. Izi nizo markup dukurikijeho, okay. Tuze muri browser yacu, let me collapse iyi section, then let me section kanyita services, okay. Services. So nk'ibisanzwe, let me go ahead pasting a markup here, okay. So now dufite markups za services, dufite service class as section, of course, tukagira container. Inside container niho dufite content, which is this title right here, title and subtitle, okay. Then dufite ziriya card rero turi bukoreshe grid, so na applying this class services grid kuri parent, then inside ngira article, okay. Actual card yari amakard afite image and title. Nk'uko ubibona hano nayihaye class yitwa service card ifite image, then ikagira na content, na ira card ikagira na content, h1 ikagira ni p tag, then ikagira na button for read more, okay. This service card, it's almost the same. Nkuko dukomeza scrolling down, icyo nakoze ni just a duplicate, then nka changing images, okay. But articles zose ni zimwe, okay. So let's save. I have actually 6 articles, okay. You can see, okay, article ya nyuma ihagarariye hano, okay. So don't actually want to open this Mozilla developer tool. Turebye markup zacu, now you can see this is the markup ya services dutanga muri gym yacu hano, okay. So this is the markup we have now, okay. So let's go ahead tugeze kuri pricing, okay. Tugeze kuri pricing section. So let me go ahead, let me first collapse this, let me actually collapse this, then below ahangaha reka ngite pricing, okay. So let me go ahead and paste pricing markup right here, okay. As always, let me just scroll up a little bit. As always, dufite section class, which is now in the pricing, tukagira container. Yeah, it's almost the same when kimwe na iriya services container, but it's changed a little bit, okay. Now, nkuko mubibona, this is actually the same na services, okay. So tukagira pricing grid, hara mwabonye ko dufite kuri pricing dufite 3 grids, okay. So turebye kuri finished product, tukaza hano nyuma ya services, need scrolling down, urabona ko dufite title, easy pricing table, urabona ko there's some kind of title, standard plan, primary plan, platinum plan, okay. So this is what this markup doing. Nkuko mubibona iyi ni card, pricing card, ifite iyi title standard plan, okay, ikagira image, ikagira na price, okay. Then below ni service list, nyine wakoze subscription kuri specific plan nize services wa accessing. Okay, nk'urugero hano twavuze ko ari gym, fitness, weight loss, personal trainer. Okay, so tukagira na purchase button, purchase plan. Okay, ni ukuvuga ngo hano ukirika kuri button ikakurinkinga kuri payment page. Okay, gusa this is just markup, nta functionality ifite. Kugira bikora ibyo ngibyo bizagusaba kwadinga some kind of backend, some javascript, but ahangaha turi kureba markup gusa. Okay, so dufite standard plan, tukagira primary plan. Okay, with this title, primary plan, and images. Okay, or service media, tukagira price, then tukagira na services. Okay, then tukagira na call to action. Okay, button, which is a purchase plan. Okay, tukagira ni platinum. Okay, it's almost the same. Okay, so let's save this turebe iyi markup yacu muri browser, turebe uko isa. Okay, so nituza no muri browser yacu, ahangaha urabona ko ikora refresh. Okay, tumanuka below. Now you can see we have our pricing table. Okay, with this subtitle, then standard plan with services you can access, including the delete tag. Nagiye kumentioninga akangaka. Urabona hano na inside this weight loss, including the delete tag. You know, it crossing text bikagira ngaho kiri deleted. In this case iri kuvuga ngo hano uza accessing a gym, but weight loss ntagirimo na personal trainer ntagirimo kuri plan. But nujya hano urabona ko personal trainer ni itarimo, but weight loss irimo. Nujya kuri platinum subscription, urabona ko nyine zose services zirimo. That's why uri kubona hano text zabaye cross, zirimo wagira zabaye deleted. Okay, ni iriya delete tag. Okay, urabona hano personal trainer ni itarimo mwene description, ariko hano kuri iyi platinum byose byuzuyemo. Okay, so nyuma ya pricing, markup dukurikijeho ni contact us. Okay, so reka nze hano nyuma ya pricing. So let me first collapse this pricing section. Okay, collapsing, then here let me type contact. Okay, so nk'ibisanzwe ngiye gupestinga markup here and then I'll explain. Okay, alright, so nyuma yo gupestinga markup za contact, here we go. Okay, so nk'ibisanzwe dufite section title, which is this contact title, contact us today, and then some little subtitles or description. Okay, then tukagira container, then tukagira contact low. Okay, ahangaha niho turi bu displaying flex or whatever. Then tukagira ibumoso mwabonye ko dufite image. Okay, ibumoso dufite image, then iburyo tukagira a form. Okay, with headline called request quotes, then tukagira form, just a simple markup. Okay, form with name, email, subject, and text area, and of course and submit button. Okay, so it's just simple. Okay, so let's need to viewing a markup yacu muri browser. Let's see what we see. Okay, so in your markup dufite urabona ko dufite image and then simple form. Okay, so the last thing tugiye gukora ni footer. Okay, back here let me first collapsing a contact, then section called footer. Okay, so Footer is just simple. Let me go ahead and paste its markup right here, okay? Alright, so nyuma yo gupestinga footer markup, so here we go. Nkuko mubibona iyi markups just it's very simple, okay? Dufite footer, okay? Dufite footer, tukagira footer low, aha niho turi budisplaying flex. Then ibumoso dufite social icon, okay? Footer low left dufite iyi social icon, which is Facebook, YouTube and Instagram, and iburyo tukagira just a simple copyright 2020 Gilbert El Nino or right to reserve text, okay? Footer is just very simple, okay? So let's save. Reka dusavinge footer yacu turebe uko imeze muri browser, okay? So nituviewinga izi changes zacu muri browser, let's see the result. Now you can see we have actually still load. Actually, you can urabona ko dufite footer zacu ya social link and copyright, okay? So akazi rero ka CSS karatangiye. Markup yacu urabona ko imeze fresh. So now ndakeka ari wo mwanya wo kugira ngo twapplyingeho markup zacu, okay? Style zacu kugira iyi website ibe fresh, okay? So back in our Visual Studio Code, so tuze hano muri style.css. Ikintu cya mbere tugiye kubanza twarisetinga margin and padding, okay? Izi style ngiye gushyira hano uzazi including almost muri website yose uzakoresha, styling izi style ntabwo zigomba kubura, okay? Ni padding 0, margin 0, and niba muri website yawe uri bukoreshemo ibintu bijyanye na positioning, like position, absolute, position relative, buri gihe ugomba includinga iyi property. Box sizing, border box, okay? Save. So now nituza muri browser yacu, now you can see default margin and padding zose zagiye, okay? Which is very nice. So ikindi tugiye guchanginga font family ya text yacu kuri website yacu, okay? So tugiye kutagetinga yitwa body, then font family, let me actually use Arial Helvetica, okay? If you save, now you can see font family ya text zacu yahindutse, okay? So uburyo tugiye kuapplyinga style zacu rero, tugiye kuzajya tureba section, okay? Let me actually click this right, like gira tubone screen, screen ihagije, okay? Uburyo tugiye kubikora rero, tugiye kuzajya tuza no muri HTML yacu dufungure specific section tugiye gustylinga, then markup zayo tuzishyire hano, right? Nzajya nzipestinga markup hano, then nzisobanura icyo zirimo gukora kugira ngo twihute, okay? Alright, so mbere yuko ntangira gupestinga styles za buri section, then nkazisobanura, hari styles ziri shared na section zose, okay? So nkuko mwabibonye nagiye na applyinga class yitwa container kuri different sections, okay? Of our web page or markup. So dukeneye gustylinga ziriya classes ziri shared, kugira ngo buri section yose style zayo z'iyo class zijye zirahita ziba applied automatically, okay? So that's what we call global style, okay? Global. Nuvuga ngo zino style ziba applied global, shared to the different section of our web page, okay? So class ya mbere ni container, container width, the width 100%, then max width igihumbi n'ijana pixels, then margin kugira ngo zibe centered dukeneye ko 0 top and bottom, then outer on the left and right. Okay, if you save uza muri browser, now you can see urabona ko now ziri centered. Okay, so dushaka ko izi image zacu zijya ziraba 100% of its container, so dukeneye no ku applyinga style za image tukaha width 100%. ntabwo dushaka ngo nituba turi kuri sizinga specific image, ntabwo dushaka ngo image yacu ibe shrink, so turi bukoresha object fit property cover. Okay, so if we save this on the browser, refresh, now you can see image in 100% ya container. Okay, then ikindi kintu dukeneye h1 style nazo ziri shared ahantu henshi, so dushaka ko font size iba 3.5 rem. rem ni iyindi unit muri css. 1 rem ibingana na 16 pixels. Okay, so kugira ngo ubone i value ya 3.5 rem in terms of pixels, you have to of course fata 16 ukube 3.5 urahita ubona value of this rem in pixels. So okay, then h1 I high color of this black. Okay, this called hexadecimal color. Then dushaka font text iba uppercase, tukagira font weight, bold yayo iba 800. Okay, so for now if you save uza muri browser yacu, you can see where we have h1 there is some you can see now a group yabaye it's a group fitness reoriented yabaye, then uvuga ngo ira h1 nayo iri global styled. Okay, so nyuma ya yizi global style reka dukurikizeho header. Okay, let me go ahead and paste some code right here. Okay, so navuze ngo header, nidufungura iyi ngiyi header iri hano, urabona ko dufite header top. Okay, ije ikafungira ahangaha header top contains is contact information. Okay, na zino social link. Okay, navuze ngo background color yayo ibe this black. Okay, navuze ngo izi links izi a tag zi color yazo ibe umweru, then font size ibe 14 pixels. Okay, then ndavuga ngo on hover cursor ibe pointer, then text decoration ibe underline. Okay, nidu hoveringa kuri a zite ziba underline. Okay, so turavuga ngo izi I tag, which is this social link. Okay, izi social link ziri muri I tag, turavuga ngo margin right ibe 10 pixels. Okay, then tujya kuri actual, urabona ko iyi header top ifite two low, iyi kuri iyi low. Okay, twavuze ngo ibe display flex, justify content, space between, padding, top and bottom 15 pixels, 0 left and right. Then mugihe muri flex container nta mwanya uraba urimo zibe wrap. Okay, so then ahangaha munsi yaho ni ukuvuga ngo aha kuri unordered list, aha hejuru n'ahangaha hasi ndavuga ngo hose display flex. Okay, display flex, then flex wrapper wrap. Okay, so ngera kuri li kuri list item, then ndavuga ngo padding top and bottom 0, then left and right zibe 10 pixels. Okay, so let's save and see in the browser icyo turi bubone. Tureba muri browser yacu, you can see now we have is now matches means fresh, ariko urabona ko ziracyafite underline. By default links ziba zifite underline, zikagira list by default nazo ziba zifite is dot, unordered list ziba zifite is dot, so we need to remove that dufite kurimuvinga underline, so ziriya style turi buza applying globally. Okay, so for an ordered list dushaka ko list style none, then kuri links dushaka ko text decoration none, dushaka ko text iba underline only mu gihe umuntu ari kuhavaringa kuri link yacu arizo ziri hano. Okay, so let's save, tuza muri browser, now you can see zagiye, ariko nuhavaringa urabona ko underline ziri guhita zijyaho. Okay, cool, so let's go below. Nyuma y'izi header, iriya top header, tugiye kuri main nav or main header. Okay, let me go ahead and paste some code right here.
Okay, so here we go. Let me just scroll up to see. Okay, now the main header low. Let me collapse header top and go to header main. Okay, when I go inside the header low, so now I'm going to display flex, justify content space between, flex wrapper up, padding 0.6 rem on top and bottom, and then 0 on the left and right, then arrange items center. Okay, so inside the main header main with the logo, okay, with this h3, actually e logo about link returning a home page. So let me just put this h3 in the link. Okay, iyi logo buri gihe iriturninga umuntu kuri home page. Okay, that's why I include tuze iyi h3 yacu muri link. Okay, so navuze ngo color ibe iyi blue color, margin left 10 pixels, font size 2.4 rem. So for the another rest, which is this one, inside the nav tag, so navuze ngo display flex wrap. So for the main, for the kuri li padding 0 top and bottom, then 10 pixels left and right. Okay, so for the hover, duhavaringa kuri li cyangwa se tukahavaringa ahantu guhavaringa kuri li tag, ahantu guhavaringa kuri logo dushaka ko kaso iba pointer, then text decoration ikaba underline. Okay, so for the a tag, which is this one, a tag or this one. Okay, twavuze ngo color ibe iyi black. Okay, but hano kuri logo ho specifyinzeho ko color iri bube blue, so color hariya ahandi iraba black, but hano kubera ko specifyinze class yo kuri specific yo kuri logo iraba blue. There's no change here. So for this toggle menu, ingi toggle menu twavuze ngo font size we 20 pixels, display none, and then important means reset all of the things. It will display none. Okay, castle pointer. So kuri media query, kuri screen zose ziri munsi ya 800, zifite screen size ziri munsi ya 800. So twagize hano kuri logo, urabona ni logo iri hano ifite logo header main logo ifite iyi logo, actual logo and toggle menu. So twavuze ngo display flex width for 100%, justify content space between, an item center. Okay, for the toggle menu, ahangaha twari displaying none, but ahangaha try displaying a block. Okay, kugira ihita igaragara nyine, padding 12 and 20. Okay, top and bottom, left and right. Okay, color ibe white. Then for the actual menu, container ya menu ya toggle menu yacu, margin 10 pixels, background color ibe red. Then niduhavaringa kuri toggle menu yacu, color background color itinduka i black. Okay, so also twavuze ngo nibigera kuri screen iri munsi ya 800, so header main low flex direction zihita zijya kuri one column. Okay, kuri nav izi nav ziri hano, izi nav links. Okay, inside these nav links zibe display none. Dushaka ko ziba display, dushaka ko zigaragara uko umuntu akanze kuri tag menu. Okay, then turavuga ngo na n'izi L not list flex direction zibe column. Okay, mbere twari twavuze by default ivuze ngo display flex direction aba ari low, so hano twavuze ngo rero itiba column. Okay, so let's save this. Reka to saving it turebe muri browser uko zimeze. Okay, let's open the browser. Now you can see we have good is now menu, urabona ko zimeze fresh. Okay, but nitugera kuri small screen, let me see. Tag menu is on the screen. Let me actually refresh. Why? Alright, so I think ikibazo nabonye aho kiri. Okay, so urabona hano kuri tag menu twaspecifyinze ko ari important display none, bivuga ngo yahise resettinga style zose. Okay, so kugira ngo ibe display block, ahangaha naho dushaka turabibe ngombwa ko specifying ko ari important. Okay, so if we save this, nituza muri browser, now we can see tag menu yacu iri kugaragara. Niduhavaringa urabona ko iri guchanginga color. Okay, so for the remaining nav turazirangije, so let's go ahead on let me collapse this main header main and tujye kuri hero section. Okay, so let me scroll down a bit and hero, let me paste some style low. Okay, actually style za hero section is actually ziroroshye. Okay, it's just simple. Okay, so twavuga ngo background image ibe iyi image, izi images zose ziri muri folder yitwa images. Okay, so izi images ziri muri description below, so if you want to follow along biri bugusaba kuzi downloading in the description below. Okay, so twavuga ngo background image ibe iyi image, background position center, background repeat no repeat, then cover, background size cover. Okay, so for this h1 twavuze ngo font size ibe 5 rem, then color ibe white, text align ibe center. Okay, so for the p tag, which is this p tag, twavuze ngo font size ibe 1.2 rem, color ibe white, line height ibe 1.5, text align center, then font weight ibe 800. Okay, so urabona ko hano dufite dufite 3 parts. Dufite iyi title, tukagira p tag, tukagira n'izi button. Okay, so navuze ngo display flex, justify content, center, align item, center, flex direction, kubera ko by default ziba ziri low, zihita ziba direction, zihita zijya kuri one column, then height 100, view height. Okay, ni ukuvuga ngo hano zihita ziba centered in the view height of the window. Okay, zihita ziba centered. Okay, so for the buttons, margin top 4 rem, then display flex. Okay, so for the actual buttons, which is this explorer and get in touch, so twavuze ngo color ibe white, padding ibe iyi values. Okay, background color ibe this little brown color, then margin left ibe 1 rem. Okay, niduhavaringa kuri buttons, color ibe white, background color ibe iyi black, then transition ibe 2 seconds to and easy in. Okay, so actually we can even remove this easy in and type 2 seconds only. This will work. Okay, this will work. So tugeze kuri in touch value urabona ko twahaye different class, so dushaka kustylinga bitandukanye, tukavuga ngo background color ibe white, then color ibe iyi color. Okay, so nituba turi guhavaringa in touch, background color ibe ikomeze ibe iyi color, then easy transition. Let me actually remove this easy in. It's actually the same. Okay, color ibe white. Okay, so if we save this, nituza muri browser, now we can see we have this hero section, which is really look great. Okay, niduhavaringa uri kubona ko somehow this transition, there is some transition going on. Okay, so that's for hero section. So next, let's go about to this about section. Okay, then back here, and let me collapse this hero section. Okay, so I can opening the about, then anga muri style, let me come here and say about. Okay, let me go ahead and paste some style right here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so for the actual section about padding on top and bottom 6 rem. Okay, for the about low, tukavuga display flex as always, and then justify content space between. Okay, for the about left image, which is this image right here. Okay, tukavuga ngo height be 100%. Okay, for the right, which is this right, tukavuga ngo padding right 15, left padding left 15 pixels, then margin left 1 rem. Okay, so for the H2, which is this the best fitness gym in the town, so tukavuga ngo font size ibe 3.5 rem, font weight ibe 800, then color this color. Okay, so for the p tag, tukavuga ngo font size, which is this p tag right here. Okay, font size ibe 1 rem, line height ibe 1.5, color ibe color, then margin bottom 2 rem. Okay, for the about light bottom image, okay, which is this image right here, okay, tukavuze ngo width ibe width ibe 72, height ibe 72, margin bottom 15 pixels. Okay, so for the bot right bottom, of course tukavuze ngo display flex. Okay, so for the H4, which is this award and this one. Okay, font size 1.3 rem, then color this color. Okay, so for the about right left, okay, padding right 15 pixels, then padding left 15 pixels. Okay, so for the bottom urabona ko hano twahaye iyi color yitwa bottom, twahaye class yitwa button. Okay, kandi iyi class yitwa button twarangije kuyistyling above. Okay, muri za button hari muri button za mbere twa styling harimo ifite class yitwa button, so style ziraba shared. Okay, so nidusavinga iyi about page iyi about style yacu, tukaza muri let me actually go open browser. Now we can see we have this one. Okay, which is we have this about section, which is really cool. Okay, urabona ko imeze fresh. Okay, so let's go ahead dutangire kuri y as. Okay, so let me actually come here and collapse this about, and then tujye kuri y as. Okay, let me come here and type y as and paste some code below. Okay, so let me just scroll up a little bit. So just okay, now twavuze ngo y as iyi ni section ya y as class yacu twavuze ngo background color ibe black, text line is ibe center padding 6 rem, top and bottom 0 on left and right, color white. Okay, for the h1, which is this title, y choice as, I don't know, twavuze font size ibe 3.5 rem, color ibe white. Okay, for this p tag, a paragraph tag, twavuze ngo font size ibe 1 rem, line height ibe 2, then margin bottom ibe 2 rem. Okay, so for the low, okay, for this low twavuze ngo display grid, then igire column eshatu. Okay, then gap ibe 10 pixels. Okay, for the actual card, which is these cards, y as cards, okay, twavuze ngo padding 60 pixels on the top, 30 pixels on the right, 30 pixels on the bottom, then 30 pixels on the right. Okay, we can actually rewrite this by only putting this. Okay, so twavuze ngo background color ya card ibe background color. Okay, position relative, then nituba turi guhavaringaho transition ibe kuri background color ibe 5 seconds. Nyine nituba turi guhavaringaho background color ntihite iba pop up, habemo akantu ka transition for 5 seconds. Okay, so for the card nituba turi guhavaringa kuri card, which is this card, of course, turashaka ko background color iba iyi color. Okay, nituba turi guhavaringa, then cursor ibe pointer. Okay, then ahangaha urabona ko muri izi card zacu dufite card ifite class yitwa active. Okay, dushaka ko iyi class iri active background color yayo iba iyi color. Kuri h2, iyi h2 ni imibare 01, okay, 01, 02. Okay, because ngo position ibe absolute, top ibe 15 pixels, right 15 pixels, color ibe RGBA with this opacity. Okay, 0.2 opacity, font size 56 pixels, line height 64 pixels, then WebKit text field color ibe transparent, text ibe transparent. Okay, then stroke ya text ibe 1 pixels. Okay, for the image, y as low image, width ibe 72 pixels, height ibe 72 pixels. Okay, for the h4, which is this title right here. Okay, font size ibe 2 rem, then text size ibe uppercase. Okay, so if we save this, nidusavinga iyi style sheet yacu tukaza hano muri browser, now you can see we have this one, this y choose choices. Okay, with niduhavaringa urabona ko background harimo some transition. Okay, which y want, urabona ko iyi class yacu iyi card yacu ifite class yitwa active, background color iyi ni red. Okay, so nuhavaringaho urabona ko na zino stroke y'iyi text ya 01, 02, 03, urabona ko stroke yayo fill yayo ari transparent. Okay, and na width for ya text urabona ko ari 1 pixels. Okay, which is really cool. Okay, so let me back here in the text editor, let me collapse this. Okay, so the section dukurikijeho ni ngiyi benefits. Okay, so let me go here and type benefits section, benefits. Okay, and let me come here and paste some code right here. All right, so let me just scroll up a bit. Okay, okay, kuri section iyi ya benefit of course nk'ibisanzwe ni 6 rem top and bottom. Padding niyo mvuga top and bottom 6 rem, then 0 on left and right. For the low, okay, for this low display flex, for this h2, okay, font size 3.5 rem, color data spacing 1 pixels, text transform uppercase, font weight magana inani, okay. For this p tag, twavuze ngo font size ibe 1 rem, color ibe iyi color, margin bottom 2 rem, then run height 1.5, okay. So for this benefit reft, okay, urabona ko dufite izi div ebyiri, dufite izi title arizo tubonye haruguru, tukagira n'izi list item, okay. So twa displaying the flex, then duhita tuzi flex direction column, okay. So for the actual list, which is this div right here, so twavuze ngo padding left ibe 20 pixels, okay. So for the list item, okay, which is urabona ko tuti unordered list, then the list item. So twavuze ngo list style image ibe iyi check mark, okay. Then margin bottom 10 pixels, color ibe iyi color, okay. So for the bottom, for the button, okay, i lead more button, urabona ko tuyifite class ya button, izi styles za button twazibonye, okay. So for the read more, dushaka ko padding from top and bottom ya 30 pixels, 0 on the left and right, okay. So dushaka ko kandi margin iyi margin iyi button yacu, margin left iyi button yacu iba 0, okay. So for the right, which is this right here, for this one right here, twavuze ngo margin left ibe 1.5 rem, then image ibe 100% height, okay. If we save this, need to savinga tukaza muri browser yacu, munsi ya nose ya choosing as, urabona ko now it's look very nice, okay. Urabona ko image iburyo, this title, this p tag, na list item with check mark, and then read more button, okay. So let's back here, and let me just first collapse these benefits and tujye kuri services, okay. So let me go ahead, and from here let me just type services, okay. Let me go ahead and paste some code right here, okay. All right, so we can scrolling it up a bit, okay. So ahangaha urabona ko dufite section yitwa services, okay. Twavuze ngo padding 6 rem on top and bottom, as always. Background color even iyi black, okay. Then for the title of the section, which is this, we provide base services. Twavuze ngo text line ibe center, okay. Color ibe white, and for the subtitle as well, ziba applied kuri subtitle, okay, which is this p tag, text line center, and color white, okay. So for the service subtitle twapplying is in the style kuri sibyo. Font size 1 rem, color white, margin bottom 2 rem, line height 1.5, then text line center. Let me actually remove this, okay, because it's not even necessary, because yabaye applied hejuru, okay. So kuri grid, iyi grid service grid contains arama article ya services service card ya mbere ukagera kuri ya kabiri ukagera kuri ya gatatu and so forth, okay. Navuze ngo ya service grid ibe display grid, then dushaka column eshatu, then gap ibe 10 pixels, okay. So for the service card, okay. Twavuze ngo background color ibe iyi color, then cursor ibe pointer, okay, kuri card, okay. For the card title, which is this group fitness, these titles is inside service card. Font size by 1 rem, margin bottom 5 pixels, color white, letter spacing 1 pixels, padding top 10 pixels, padding bottom 10 pixels, and then margin left 1 rem, okay. For the card subtitle, which is this one right here, causing color be white, margin left 1 rem, margin bottom 2 rem, okay. So for the bottom, card button, which is this one right here, read more button. So quite high class ya button, hanga murabona ko ifite class ya button, uvuga ngo za style za button naho ziraba applied. So but for its container, which is card button, twavuze ngo margin bottom ibe 1 rem, okay. So for this button, overriding the style zari zisanzwe, tuyihereza background color ya white, tuyihereza ni color color, okay. So twaje hano turavuga ngo nuba uri guhavaringa kuri button ya read more, okay. Nuba uri guhavaringa kuri card, iyi button yacu background color ibe iyi background color, then color ibe white, then transition ibe 5 seconds, okay. So nitureba is result y'ibingibi muri browser. Let's see what we will see. Now you can see that we have title of the section, okay, we provide base services, then a subtitle, then tukagira card content, okay, which is very nice. Urabona ko niduhavaringaho hari some transition kuri button, okay, kandi nibyo dushaka, okay. Alright, so for this fitness ndakeka birangiye, so let's go kuri pricing table, okay. Tugarutse muri text editor yacu, reka ducollapsing services, okay. So dufungure iyi pricing, okay. So hano muri CSS yacu, let me just comment this need pricing, okay. So let me paste code here, okay. So let's scroll up a bit. Let's scroll up a bit, okay. Why? Okay. Now pricing ari section pricing. So as always, nkuko bisanzwe ni 6 rem on top and bottom, then 0 on left and right, okay. For h1, which is our pricing table, and p tag, twavuga ngo text line center, okay. Ni izi ngizi ziri hano, okay. So tugeze kuri grid, turavuga ngo display grid, then dushaka column ni eshatu, okay. Then gap 10 pixels, then padding 3 rem, top and bottom, and 0 iburyo n'ibumoso, okay. So tuza kuri pricing card, is card ariyo cards dushaka, dufite 3 pricing card, nkuko mwazibonye dufite 3 pricing card. So kuri pricing card twavuze ngo text align center, margin bottom 3 rem, then border 1 pixel solid ni color, okay. Border ya pricing table yacu dushaka ko iba bordered ni, okay. So for pricing title ni standard, ukaza hano ko ikaza ikaba primary, then ukaza hano ukabona ko dufite ni platinum plan, okay. So for that title twavuze ngo padding 15 pixels left, top and bottom, then 0 iburyo n'ibumoso, text tuyigira uppercase, then color ni black, font weight ni 400, font size ni 18 pixels, then border bottom 1 pixels, solid ni color. Okay, so for the price, which is this price, okay, with different price itandukanye na with different pricing table. Okay, kavuze ngo price ibe font size yayo ibe 1.5 rem and padding bottom 20 pixels, then border bottom ibe ibingi 1 pixel solid naira right gray. Okay, so for the span, which is this span right here, ni span containing the actual price. Okay, in months. Okay, so for this one twavuze ngo text ibe uppercase, text ibe transform ibe uppercase, font size 14, color iyi color, font weight 400, margin left then 5 pixels. Okay, for the image, okay, for this image, this image right here, twavuze ngo margin top 30 pixels, margin bottom 15 pixels, background color iba iyi black, height 90, width 90, border radius ibe cycle. Iyo ubundi iyo width and height bingana, kugira ngo ihite uruziga iyo image ukoresha border radius 50%. Okay, 50% ihita iba rounded ikaba uruziga. Okay, line height 90 pixels, padding 10 pixels. Okay, so for the service list, which is this div. Okay, for service list twavuze ngo padding 2 rem on top and the bottom, and the 0 iburyo n'ibumoso. Okay, for the li inside pricing is li, twavuze ngo padding ibe 0.6 rem and then 0 on the left and right. Okay, for the call to action, price call to action ni call to action purchase plan. Okay, for a call to action twavuze ngo padding bottom ibe 2 rem. Okay, right here. So niduhavaringa kuri button yacu, iyi button iri hano, background color irahita ibingiyi. Okay, so niduhavaringa kuri iyi ngiyi kura mu bisanzwe niba itari active. Okay, niba itari hovered iraba ifite iyi color. Okay, iraba ifite iyi background color ya black. Okay, but niba iri active iraba ifite iyi background color ya this brown color. Okay, so if we save this, need to be saving hano tukaza muri browser yacu. Let's see what will happen. So now you can see that ubona ko dufite title imeze fresh. Okay, ubona ko dufite price title imeze fresh, tukagira na card zimeze fresh. Ukabona ko izi images ziri rounded cyangwa se zabaye cycle. Okay, urabona ko iyi primary plan ni active, so background color ya button yabaye iyi brown, but izindi color ni black. Niduhavaringa ikaba active, nayo nizi button zindi urabona ko ziguhita zigira background iyi brown. Okay, alright, so guys, iyi video yabaye ndende but we are almost there. Okay, we are almost there, twenda kurangiza just. Okay, so reka tugaruke hano collapsing iyi section ya pricing. Okay, then tuze kuri contact. Okay, reka dufungure contact. Let me go here and type contact. Okay, nk'ibisanzwe reka pasting code here. Okay, so kuri contact, so twavuze ngo contact title. Okay, iyi contact title scrolling up ni iyi ngiyi contact title, ni div yo hejuru. Twavuze ngo margin bottom 2 rem, background color ibe iyi ngiyi, then padding 3 rem on top and bottom, 0 on left and right. Okay, so h1 inside contact and p tag inside contact, twavuze ngo text line ibe center, then color ibe white. Okay, so for this low, okay, contact low, urabona ko dufite image on the left side tukagira na form on the right side. Okay, twavuze ngo rero ibe display flex justify content space between. Okay, on column light twavuze ngo align self center, iyi right centering form zacu irayicenteringa hamwe na image yacu. Okay, so for the h2 inside contact right, which is this h2 request quotes, twavuze ngo font size we 2.3 rem, color ibe black, text line center, then padding 3 rem. Okay, so for contact grid, okay, hano dufite contact, dufite name, tukagira email, tukagira subject. Okay, then tukagira na text area. Okay, so hano navuga ngo display grid. Okay, kuri contact grid, display grid, grid template area, form 1, form 2, form 3, form 4, form 1, form 2, form 3, form 3, form 4, form 4, button. Okay, gap ni 20 pixels. Okay, so for the name, dushaka ko name yacu ifata area ya form 1 muri grid area yacu, tukagira dushaka ko email yacu ifata form 2 muri grid area yacu, then subject taking a grid area ya form 3, then text area taking a grid form ya form 4. So twatagetinze selector ya input ifite type of text, tutagetinga area, then na email. Okay, so turavuga ngo margin left 30 pixels, background color ibe white, width 100%, padding 0.4 on top and bottom, and then 0.7 on left and right. Turavuga ngo font size ibe 1 rem, font weight ibe 400, line height ibe 1.5, color ibe e color. Okay, outline ya input zacu ibe none, then border ibe iyi ngiyi. Okay, solid ni color. Okay, turavuga ngo submit button. Okay, which is this button right here. Turavuga ngo submit button ibe margin left ya ibe 15 pixels. Okay, then kuri text area yacu hano turavuga ngo resize, turavuga ngo resize ibe vertical, then height ibe 180 pixels. Okay, for the type submit, which is this right here, is selected twavuga ngo border ibe none, then cursor ibe pointer. Okay, if we save, nidusaving ibingibi tukaza muri browser yacu, below the pricing, let me actually return refreshing and see what will happen. Okay, refresh, urabona ko now it is urabona dufite title, subtitle, and then image ibumoso, then tukagira na content na form iburyo with button. Okay, i button impamvu isa gutya, of course hano twaprayinzeho class yitwa button kandi iri shared across website. Okay, so let's go ahead dufunge iyi contact, tugiye kuri footer. Okay, kat opening a footer, hano tuze twandikiyeho mu footer. Okay, footer, let me go ahead and paste some code right here. Alright, so twavuze hano ngo footer yacu igire background color ya black. Okay, turavuga ngo icon ziri inside a footer, which is Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, zigire color, where does this come from? Zigire color ya white. Okay, zigire color ya white, font size ibe 14 pixels. Okay, so for the footer low, twavuze ngo display flex, justify content space between flex, wrap, height 50 pixels, align items center, margin top 2 rem. Okay, for the another list inside footer, twavuze ngo display flex, wrap. Okay, for the list item inside the footer, twavuze ngo margin left ibe 20 pixels. Okay, for the p tag, which is this copyright here, twavuze ngo color ibe white, font size ibe 14 pixels. Okay, So if we save this, nitureba muri browser, okay, now you can see that our footer have this called a link, social link on the left side and copyright on the right side, okay, which what we want, okay. So our website yacu is almost complete, irarangiye, but as you can see, website yacu tugiye kuri smaller screen, let me actually resize this website. Nitujya kuri smaller screen, urabona ko ntabwo isa neza kabisa. For smaller screen is very, ntabwo ari byiza kuyireba, okay. So tugiye ku applying some kind of media query right here, okay. So let me just type here media query, media query, and paste some code right here below the comment. I can pasting also some media queries, okay. Let me scroll up a bit, okay. So hano kuri media query twavuze ngo screen zose ziri munsi ya 800 about low ibe flex direction column, benefit flex direction nayo ibe column zijye kuri one column, benefits right margin left ibe in health, means ibe resetted igaruke kuri default, okay. Margin yari ifite ibe yivaneho, okay. For benefit h2 twavuze ngo text line ibe center, okay. For the p tag inside the benefit row twavuze ngo text line center, padding 0 on top and bottom, then 1 area on left and right, okay. For the list item, list ziri inside for the list item twavuze ngo inside the benefit twavuze ngo align self center, okay. For contact low mwabonye ko dufite image na form, so navuze ngo flex direction aho ibe column, okay. So for screen ziri munsi ya 700 h1 ibe igire font size ya 2 rem. Inside the hero tag h1 iri inside the hero tag igire 3 rem, okay. About right bottom flex direction column, then on the h2 inside the about right font size 2 rem, okay. Y as low mbere twari zari 3 zari 3 column, but hano zitezwa 2 column, okay. Padding naho zibe kuri card zibe in health. For h1 igire 2.7 rem, okay, inside the y as, then benefit h2 ibe igire size ya 2 rem, okay. So for services grid nayo twavuze ngo ubusanzwe zari 3 column, but hano zitezwa 2 column, okay. For pricing naho zari 3 column, ariko hano zitezwa column, okay. For the footer container, or let me actually get out this, okay. For the footer for screen ziri munsi ya 500 twavuze ngo h1 hero h1 inside the hero ibe 2 rem, okay. P tag ibe 1 rem, okay. By as low ibe zitezwa 1 column, services grid ibe 1 column, okay. Then pricing grid nayo ibe 1 column, okay. So for contact low twavuze ngo justify self center, okay, zitezwa centered, image na content zose zitezwa center, okay. So dutargetinga rero input zacu za type of text area and email, margin zari zifite zibe in health, okay. Margin left zari zifite zibe in health, okay. So tugera kuri contact grid zose zite zijya kuri 1 column, okay. Zari center, but zite zijya noneho kuri 1 column, image na forms zose zijya kuri 1 column, okay. So icyo twakoze ni just no guhindura uburyo grid template area is structured, okay. So let's save this, nituza muri browser, now we can see now urabona ko website yacu noneho ubu ngubu urabona ko imeze fresh. Okay, urabona ko kabisa now iri responsive. Okay, now urabona ko iri responsive. So let me just resize this. In resizing iyi browser, iyi sizing urabona ko hano duhise tugira 2 column. Okay, 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 okay. So website yacu urabona ko yabaye responsive for larger screen, for smaller screen. Okay. So icyo dusigaje ni uku-applyingaho JavaScript kugira ngo iyi tag menu nituyikandaho zihite ziba displayed. Okay. So let me go come here inside this. Mbere ya body twa-applyingaho script. Okay. So inside the script tag niho tugiye gushyira JavaScript yacu. Okay. So let me go ahead and paste some JavaScript here. Okay. Icyo twakoze twatagetinze navbar, yeah, with ifite id ya nav. Okay. So need scrolling up tukaza no kuri navbar. Ahangaha urabona ko iyi tag ya nav ifite attribute yitwa id with value yitwa nav, ifite value ya nav. Okay. And nav here, iyi tag yitwa nav twa-displayinze none here. Okay. Let me show you. Ahangaha twa-displayinze none. Okay. So twa-applyinzeho kugira igaragare, twa-applyinzeho class yitwa show here. Okay. Okay. Hano twa-applyinzeho show class yidisplayinga blog. Ariko iyi class turi buyi-applyingeho dukoresheje JavaScript. Okay. So iyi show tumanutse hano muri JavaScript yacu twatagetinze iriya nav. Okay. Then dutagetinga na tag menu. Iyi tag menu murabona ko iyi icon ifite class yitwa tag menu. Okay. So ahangaha niyo twatagetinze tag menu. Then twadinga event listener kuri tag menu, kuri event yitwa click. So umuntu nakanda kuri tag menu event yitwa click aba ariyo iba fired. Okay. So then navbar ziri hidden duhita tuza-applyingaho class yitwa show, which is here irahita is displaying a block. Okay. So kubikora gutya irahita nidukanda irazifungura, twongere dukanda ihita zifunga. Okay. Just toggle. Okay. So let's save. So nituza muri browser yacu nidukanda kuri tag menu urabona ko now nav zacu zirimo kugaragara. Okay. So nidukanda hano urabona ko zirimo kugaragara. So ndabizi video yabaye ndende but nizere ko hari ikintu wize. So buri wa gatatu nsohora video nshyashya. Niba wakunze video kanda subscribe and tuzongere duhure ku wa gatatu utaha.